Welcome to Rebel Squadron. The Empire is spreading terror across the galaxy, and we need your help to break its iron grip.
Combat Recon activated.
Alright, welcome back, recruit, and today we're going to be taking a look at my daily routine on Galaxy of Heroes. If you're new to the game or just looking to get some tips and whatnot on what all to do with your account on a daily basis in between events and whatnot, then hopefully you'll be able to pick something up from this video. So it's like, and if you're new to the channel and would like to join the squadron, go ahead and take a moment to enlist by hitting that subscribe button. Alright, so let's get to our routine here. And so so you got your daily objectives and whatnot. If you've been playing the game, I'm sure you're familiar with them by now. So let's see here. Now what I usually like to do is I like to go to the challenges first, knock those out. The most efficient way, though, that I usually put off, can't really tell you why, it's just a quirk of mine. Now, at the level I'm at, until I can get some stronger squads, I'm not going to be getting a whole lot further, so this battle's not going to take long. So, and yeah, so this is the Squadrina makeup that I usually use right now, because yeah, with a lot of what I got at the end game stuff, well, I'm working on building some stronger squads here. Just waiting for a certain event to come around, So let's go ahead and do this real quick. And alright. Now, I do like to put it on auto because 9 times out of 10 I'm going to lose anyways. So I'll usually put it on auto just to, just so I can keep busy doing something else while this is going on. Just a way to save time and whatnot. And as you can see, it didn't take long enough. So yeah, and that's really the best thing you want to start off with is your squad arena, because there's that 15-minute timer. So by the time you get through all of the other stuff that you gotta do for your dailies, the arena timer, oh my bad, 10 minutes. I swear it used to be 15 minutes. Apparently that might have changed, or I'm just not remembering right. I've been playing a long time, so that's alright. So next we're going to go to our challenges here, and as you can see, I've got my multi-sim unlocked, so it's actually pretty easy. I like to hit that, boom. I like to just let the rewards populate all the way through, because by the time I click continue, it should be ready for the next round. And boom, boom, boom. Now when you get every single challenge available to you and you hit that multi-sim, it's going to take a hot minute for all that stuff to populate. It doesn't have any impact on your game. It's just for me. That way I'm not sitting here staring at a timer for any longer than necessary. At least then there's something happening on the screen. So, alright, we're almost done with our regular challenges here. And next we're going to go to the fleet challenges. These are relatively quick and easy. Now we got all 3 of them going. So we hit that multi-sim. And boom. Alright, so as you see, we got our Zeta. I'm sitting at 75. I'm gunning for 80. And I need those 80 Zetas for General Anakin Skywalker. So once that Clash on Camino comes back around, hopefully I'm going to be ready to go to get him pumped up and ready for battle. Now it is going to take some time to get him up to 7 stars, but if I can at least get the basics out of the way, that just makes all the easier there once I do get them unlocked. So as you can see, we got 3 of our objectives already completed. And we got several more to go. Now this isn't going to take long because at this level of the game, a lot of stuff is automated, multi-sim and whatnot. And it really doesn't take too much time once you get the hang of it. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to go to the Galactic War next. So as you can see, I've got my multi-sim. Took quite a while to get that unlocked. Let me tell you. All right, so go ahead and boom sim that. Now do not forget to hit that restart button. Because otherwise you're going to miss out. Okay, so this, yeah, actually. So what I like to do is I like to stay a day behind on the Galactic War. As you can see, I can hit the multi-sim for a second time. But I like to hold on to that. So once that timer resets in 13 hours, then I've got the ability to do a multi-sim, hit that restart, do a second one. If, say, I want to do a video or something, if I got a Crucible or Unlimited Power or Forgotten Soldiers, then I at least have the option to possibly even do like 2 videos in a day if that pops up. And it's just nice to have that backup war table going for whatever reason. And so it's like, it actually works out pretty nice. And it's totally up to you if you want to do that, but it does come in handy. So, all right, so after the Galactic War table, I like to go straight to the store, hit that free Bronzium data card. More often than not, it doesn't really do much for me, but it is part of your daily objectives. And we got it. We did get a character shard that time, but I'm pretty sure that one I've already got maxed out. Let's see here. And I like to go to the shipments tabs. Now this one does take a hot minute because there are a lot of tabs going on, but it's not too bad. It just takes a hot minute. Cara Dune, not too worried about her right now. Okay, so you got your crystal shard store. Now this first character here, say this time it's Kit Fisto, and the second one it's usually credits. So I usually don't pay attention to it unless it's a character that I do not have maxed out. Now when it comes to the Galactic Power boat, it's okay to collect those shards. Just don't level that character up or gear them up unless you intend to use them, you know, within your roster on a regular basis. But for me, at least, I like to have those shards built up so that if that character ever does become useful in the future, I don't have to spend that time getting the shards so I can, you know, get them to that 7-star level. And then, yeah, so over here we got our ability mark 3. If you need stuff like that, you can purchase it with your alliance credits there, your ally points, rather. And so that's just stuff to keep in mind. As far as I know, the rest of them are all crystals. It depends on how many crystals you got, if you're free to play, or if you like to spend some money. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that particular tab. You got your Cantina battles. Now I have everything already maxed out. Every single character, I've got them up to 7 rank. So none of these guys I have to worry about. The only thing that's really an issue at this point is the stuff up top here. Now I've got plenty of everything at this point, so I don't usually spend a lot of these Cantina credits. However, okay, so especially once you get to those higher levels, you want to practice hoarding your materials. It really, really helps you out. Otherwise, you're constantly running out of stuff. Don't try to build up everything at once because you're just not going to be able to do it unless you're spending money. The only way you can do that is if you're whaling and you're able to spend the money to get every single character in your roster built up to maximum. It's really difficult to do and very expensive. So to keep from driving myself crazy, I limit certain things until I hit a minimum. Now, and this is a really good example right here. As you can see, I've got 20.3k Cantina credits. So what I like to do is I like to wait until I've got 20.4k, and then I'll go ahead and purchase that Cassian's Ewing to get those extra bonus shards for the shard store. Those actually do come in pretty handy. It's a way to keep your shard supply up there. So if you need gear pieces that are in that shard store, you've got plenty of shards readily available. Now for this, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do here. If I do have, let's say that's 20.4, I go ahead and get those Cassian credits there, the Ewing, and normally I'd be sitting at 20,000 exactly. But that's just a way to pick up some extra shards there. And then I've got the guild store. I usually don't worry about this. Well, oh, hello. I do not have Jin Urso maxed out yet. So that's pretty fortuitous right there. I wasn't even aware she was in this store. So yeah, stuff like that. Gamorrean Guard, I'm not worried about. Ooh, I do need these guys. So I've got, you know, over 30,000 guild tokens. You know, I'm going to go ahead and spend a few of them right there. So that actually works out pretty good. Other than that, I don't really worry about spending these tokens. I just wait until I'm working on a specific character, gearing them up. You know, you go. Let me show you an example here. So let's see here. Say Padme. You go in here, you check one of her gear pieces that she needs. Now right there in the shard store, I do need some of those, and I can get 4 of them for 360 shards. So that's where those hoarding up those shards comes in, like picking up Cassian Ewing shards. That helps to pay for stuff like this. And now if you got the time, you want to go through the tab and check every single piece to see if you need that specifically. Totally up to you. That's what I used to do, but it's pretty time consuming. So now I just wait until I go to a character that I'm working on. And if it happens to be there, boom, go ahead and buy them. So there you go. As you saw, I think I had over 4,000 shards for the shard store. And that's just a way to keep things from becoming time consuming. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and you can very easily spend a lot of time with this daily stuff. These are just little tricks that help streamline that, make it more efficient so you're not spending as much time on it while still getting the maximum benefit from everything the game has to offer. So let's go ahead and get back to the store there. We're going to hit the Squad Arena store. Now, as you can see, I have all of these characters maxed out, so I don't ever worry about those. And as you can see, I've got plenty of capital ship prestige, so I don't need that. So I always wait till I get 2,000 Squad Arena tokens. Now I go ahead and purchase myself 1 million credits. If you meet me at the cantina, drinks are on me. So that's where that's the Squad Arena store right there. Now, when it comes to the Galactic War Store, again, I like to hoard the credits or the tokens. I currently have 107.k Galactic War tokens, and I also have every single character at max rank. So at this point, I like to maintain at least 100k just in case I have some sort of binge where I need a bunch of gear pieces that I can find in the shard store. And I'll go ahead and purchase the 3 ship shards, sets of ship shards, because believe it or not, those 4 ship shards actually give you more shards than those 5 character shards. Don't ask me why. I got no idea. I tested it a long time ago. Should probably test it again just to make sure they haven't changed anything. But the last I knew, yeah, the ship shards actually give you more shards. So that's just something to keep in mind as far as your resource management goes and your daily routine. And then we got the mod store, everybody's favorite store in the game. I try to keep this as simple as possible. Unless you're willing to dedicate a lot of time to this, which I don't have that much time to dedicate to it. The first thing I'll start off with are the arrow mods. And so as you see, we got a couple of them right here. And the first thing I look for is that primary stat. In this case, it's accuracy. That's a no-go for me. Like I said, trying to keep this fast and simple. We got the second one here. It's a tenacity arrow. And it has speed as the primary stat. So you know what we're going to do? That is purchasable with ship credits. I got plenty of those. So let's go and pick that one up. It's difficult to find those speed stats, or the primary or the secondary, depending on what you're looking for there. The arrow is the only one with the speed stat as the primary stat. That makes it a pretty easy go or no go. So that's why I like to hit those first. Boom chakalaka. We got 2 arrows, and we actually picked one of them up for the speed. Then I like to go for the orange ones because that's going to show you every single secondary stat. In this case, we do not have speed. So we're going to go down here a bit, and that's the only gold one. Then I'll usually do the purples. You cannot see the speed on there, if it has it at all. No speed on that one. Or no speed on that one. No speed on that one. So, okay. If I'm feeling like it, if I got the time, I'll go ahead and check the blues. And so far, no speed. So I'm going to find one so I can show you and buy it. But yeah, no such luck today. That's thumbs the brakes. So yeah, you don't want to overthink it. You don't want to spend too much time on it. Just kind of burn through it, as efficiently and as effectively as possible. You'll pick up some speed mods there. And once you take the time to sit down and go through your inventory, if you've watched my previous mod videos on mod inventory management and whatnot, you should have a pretty efficient methodology there to help get you through those mods and figure out which ones are going to be the most effective ones for you. Now we're going to go to the fleet arena stores. Everybody's favorite thing in the game is the fleets. I'm being sarcastic. I know some people do enjoy the fleets. They're okay. I'm kind of a mixed bag. Not complaining all that much about them. As you can see, I've got all of the characters and whatnot maxed out. So I generally save them for the Zetas. If I'm low on Omegas, I might go and pick them up. But by and large, I go pretty much almost exclusively with the Zetas. Now, I do have enough to pick one up. Boom. Brings me up to 77, which is like, yeah. That's like 3 more, and I'm going to be ready for General Anakin Skywalker. Ooh, watch out. Watch out there, folks. And then we got our guild event store. Lots of gear pieces, lots of special character shards. Now, let's see here. I don't usually worry about picking up characters and stuff like characters and ships right now, especially because I am gunning for General Anakin Skywalker. I'm sitting at 48.4k, and I think it's supposed to be around 80,000 to get him up to 7 stars. So hopefully once I get him unlocked, I'll be able to get him built up fairly quickly, up to at least the 6 stars. And then hopefully by then I'll be able to pick up enough guild tokens to get him all the way up to 7 stars. And you also got your Darth Maralik, your Hermit Yoda, your Wampa, your Imperial Pearl Droid. Now, there is a caveat with the guild event store. There's the Mark II guild event tokens, which are, you earn those through territory war battles, and you have to have a certain number of members active and whatnot to be able to qualify to win those in the territory battles. So that can be difficult to get until your guild is at a sufficiently high level. And it's this game's all about patience. You just gotta have the patience to get through it. And so that's pretty much the gist there. I don't spend a lot of credits on the gear because I can usually get that through other means. And until I can get these characters maxed out, I really want to hoard those credits as much as possible. So then, let's see here. We got our championship store, which is through your Grand Arena Championship. You're going to earn these championship tokens, and you got a decent number of options here, all gear pieces. And once again, I don't generally go through trying to figure out which ones I need for each character. Like if you take a look at this one, I got 3 characters that could use that. Take a look at the Armatech Fusion. I got several characters that need that. Yeah, so since I'm focusing on very specific characters, I don't generally worry about these types of store tabs. I'll go into the character, check their gear, and if they need it, then I'll be able to purchase it directly from there. So it's kind of eats up more time than necessary in trying to go through all these. That's just me. If you got the time and you're motivated, feel free. That's what I used to do. It's I got so much going on early, just don't have the time for it anymore. And then we come to the shard store. As you can see, we got a bunch of excess character shards that we're going to convert over into shard currency. Now I've got General Grievous maxed out, 7 ranks. I don't have to worry about that. Everything else are gear pieces. And once again, I don't go through each individual piece trying to figure out which character needs that. Well, now in this case, I am working on Padme. So let's go on and purchase those just because we're here. Why not? So, but yeah, in general, I'm not going to be spending much time doing that. I might do that at a later date when I get some stuff built up more. But right now, I just ain't got the time for it. So that's all of the ship tabs. And that gives us 3 more daily objectives completed. And as you can see, we still got plenty of energy we're going to use up here. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go into a relic character. And I'm also saving up relic pieces, so when I get General Anakin unlocked and maxed out, I'm going to be able to relic him as fast as possible, because I want him ready for battle as quick as I can, especially being free to play at this point. It's going to take more time, so I'm trying to prep for it now while I've got the time. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into, let's see here. We're going to be using a lot of those. We got plenty of those. So we'll go with the incomplete signal data, pick up a few more of those. Boom, shakalaka. And boom. So we got campaign energy and ship energy left. We're going to go into Padme, take a look at her circa hypo syringes. And as you can see, see, there we go. We can pick up 2 pieces with those Grand Arena tokens. Going to go ahead and snag those, because with those orange pieces, they don't generally drop like flies, so to speak. We managed to pick up 2 of them for 14 fleet battles there. So, all right, so we're 3 shy on that complete piece, and we're going to go ahead and go over here to another piece. We got the Mark 12 Armatech multi-tool prototype, and we're 4 shy, but we can use our campaign energy. Let's go ahead and split that just to see what we get. Ooh, not a single one. I was hoping to maybe get lucky and get 4 of them in that first go, but we did manage to pick 2 total, so that's something. And that uses up all of our majority of our energy at that point. Now we've got our mod energy, and I'm currently stockpiling my slicing mods pieces. And as you can see, I got quite a bit. Now, these Mark 1 bonding pins, you're going to use a lot of these puppies. So I got 401 at this point. You're going to end up using up a lot of these as well, because you're going to have a lot of low ranked mods that you're going to have to slice them up to find out exactly what kind of stats they're going to have. And as you're slicing them up, a lot of them are going to turn out to be duds. So you're not going to be ending up using as many of the high level slicing pieces, such as your Mark 1 capacitors. So those pieces will actually get you to the yellow stage of the mod, and you're just not going to get there with as many pieces as you are with like the Mark 1 and the Mark 2, or the I forget, the tier E and the tier D, so to speak. So yeah, that runs through a large part of our dailies right there. So as you can see, all we got left is 1 squad arena battle and 1 fleet battle. So let's go ahead and knock out that fleet arena battle. Ooh. Yeah, so at this level, it's getting pretty fierce. And for expediency's sake, we're going to go ahead and throw this on auto so that the computer can just do its thing, get those attacks in, and we can move on to that final squad arena battle. Now, yeah, so once you get to this level of the game, it can get pretty difficult to get up there. I don't spend as many resources on my ships as I do with my characters. I'm definitely more character focused. I try to do decent in the fleets, and as you saw, I'm hovering around 50. I'm in that area quite a bit, so I'm not doing too bad with it. It's going to be a long time, if I ever reach that #1 spot, simply because fleets are not a priority for me when it comes to the character resources and whatnot. If I'm building up a character that happens to have a ship, that's great, that's a bonus. But right now, I don't have the resources to really focus on the fleets, especially preparing for Clash on Camino. So you just gotta, you gotta decide for yourself what your priorities are, what you're gonna focus on in the game, and that's gonna really determine a lot about what you do on your day-to-day basis. Besides the general daily objectives, which, as you see, are actually pretty easy for the most part to get through. And yeah, so once you get a routine down, you can burn through this pretty quickly. Now there are certain things with the squad arena battle and the fleet battle that are going to take a few minutes to get through it. So if you're busy, you can always come back to those, do the auto stuff, the multi-sim stuff, knock that out, bing bang boom, go through the ship stores and pick up the bare minimum. And at the very least, you get most of your dailies done within a matter of minutes. And then whenever you got time throughout the day, come back, do the length of your stuff. And if you don't have the multi-sim on the Galactic Arena, you're just kind of stuck there until you actually get that. You need 50 wins to completely clear that table before you can get the multi-sim. So yeah, believe me, that was fun. Let me tell you, I'm sure you know all about that. But believe me, it is worth it once you get that 50th victory. All right, so we're going to get ahead and auto this because this should not take long. Darth Revan squad, once they get going, it's like a freight train, just boom, right through a tissue paper banner. Yeah, so that did not take long at all. And so yeah, I'm kind of hovering around that 250 to 300 range until I can get certain characters built up and unlocked. I'm kind of stuck there for the time being. So boom, there we go. And as you see, we cleared out all of our daily objectives. And as far as the daily stuff goes, my daily routine is now complete. And so yeah, with all the talking and explaining and doing the squad and fleet battles all at once, it did take roughly 20-25 minutes to go through everything. When I'm not making a video of it, I can do it about 10-15 minutes. If I do everything, if I want to save the PvP stuff for later, 5-10 minutes max. And you know, if I really want to just keep it as efficient as possible, probably take about 5 minutes. So it's not too bad. Once you get to the end game level and you get all that stuff unlocked, you can burn through a lot of that stuff pretty quickly if that's what you really want to do. So yeah. And you know, if you got time, check those events, see what's going on. Helps you kind of plan a little bit. Nothing I'm really worried about right now. There we go. Oh, championships here. We're in the review stage, so I'm not going to worry about that. And that right there wraps up my general daily routine. You know, hopefully give you a few ideas there to help you with your daily routine, help speed it up, make it more efficient. You know, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you for watching. Yeah, if it helped you out in any way, you know, take a moment, hit that like button, let me know. If I missed anything, drop a comment, etc., etc. So that said, I'll see you in the canteen and recruit. This is Rebel Squadron out.
Combat Recon deactivated.